little bicycle built for two. Yeah. You want to see something that looks stupid? Watch this. Well, that looks really stupid because it ain't working. But look how stupid I look by myself. Hey, if you saw somebody riding down the road like this, wouldn't you say to yourself, fool? I mean, you think about it. You think about this chain ain't working, but... And I got to be honest with you, it's hurting. So I'm going to ride it like this. But wouldn't that be dumb? You ever seen that Cirque du Soleil? Just kidding. So, if you're doing this in your marriage, can you stop? You look silly. You get your spouse. You know what I know is happening to some of you? You ready? You know what I know is happening to some of you? You got, it's you on the back, and some of you, you put your work back here. Your time together is you and your work. Some of you, the time together is you and the kids and another. But it's not you and your spouse. You need time together. Jane will tell you, in our marriage, this is it's probably my number one need. I just love being with her. Didn't used to be the way it is now. Why? Because we've taken it up a notch. We figured out how to work through some of those differences, and now just can't wait to spend time together. What I know is, as I'm doing this little speech, even right now, there are some wives sitting here going, oh, Dan, my husband's got on that seat, not me. Work, whatever it is. Speak at these NASCAR events. Some of you know that. And it's interesting. One day after I'd finished speaking to the drivers, I was walking back toward the area where I spend the night in our little motorhome area. And I was walking with one of the NASCAR wives, one of the wives that you would know her. And she said, I just wish my husband loved me as much as he loves that car. He's got that car sitting right there. Some of you, you've got this job that's power. It's making a huge difference, even maybe an eternal difference. And you've got your wife off the seat and you're stuck. I want to tell you something about Dan and Seaborn. I want to tell you something. This is really, really important. I live to pull what I'm about to say to you off. I live to pull this off. God being my helper, I will never let anything else, speaking, some big book thing, I don't care, you name a radio show, I will never let it knock Jane off that seat. There's one person that's going to be on that seat with me, and her name is Jane. And sometimes, yeah, she gets the front seat. When we get time together, you know what we do? We do what she asks me to do. She'll say to me sometimes, Dan, can we just go back and have fun like we used to when we were dating? How long has it been since you just had fun? So we go on this cruise not long ago, and I really don't enjoy cruises. I enjoy cruises because I get time with Jane. But other than that, I really don't enjoy cruises. She loves them. Makes sense. They feed her. They do it. You have midnight buffets. Unlimited husband. Yeah, I mean, so she's got all this stuff. We go on this cruise. She buys me, before we leave, a new pair of swim trunks. She was at JCPenney's, and she came home, and she goes, honey, look, I saw these swim trunks today. They're really pretty. I said, that's awesome. She says, she buys me these blue swim trunks, Carolina blue. They're beautiful. And I went out into the surf with her, and we snorkeled, and we played volleyball, and we got back on the little boat that took you back to the big ship because we were on the island of Coco Cay with all of our group. And we got back on the boat, and we're headed back up to the big boat. And Jane looked down at my shorts, and she goes, honey, look at your shorts. And I'm like, what in the world? What's wrong with them? I looked down. No lie. Totally true. My shorts were covered with silhouettes of nude women. People are taking pictures of me. One of the nude women's head disappeared in the zipper. It's crazy. Jane said, we're taking them back. I'm like, no, we're not. Holy cow. Little solos at the table. And we laugh like silly children. When we get time together, we act like kids again. Unbelievable. How long has it been since you had time together and you laughed so hard you cried? Bet you had a good time when you were dating. Keep doing it. Who needs time together more in your marriage relationship? Here's the question coming up right now. In our marriage, whose love language together? In other words, who says, I want time with you? Take a second and talk about that and then vote. Is it about even? Is it the husband or is it the wife? All right, vote 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The totals, the votes are in, and here is the response. Who needs time together? Wow. Wow. Many more men than most books would suggest. Sometimes we get so statistic-oriented. We're like, well, they say women, they say men. Look at me tonight. In this group, we have seen about even was the biggest. We need it, guys. We need to get time together.